What? Bark, bark. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the wait. I should have scheduled it instead of just putting that I was going live right then. I was trying to set everything up, and sorry, it's probably been, I don't know how long ago that So what's interesting is somebody is messaging me right now saying that Six Up is talking about personal things that me and this person just spoke of in Messenger, and they believe that Six Up's in my Messenger reading my messages and that I'm hacked. I wouldn't be surprised, but that's crazy if that is what she's doing. But somebody is concerned enough to message me. They said that something personal stuff that they just sent me just ended up on her channel, and it was stuff that she had told me just like minutes ago, told me in Messenger, like stuff that she knows I didn't obviously say anything because it was just like random stuff. And she's saying, you're hacked, you need to get that taken care of, because she's like in your Messenger reading your fucking messages. What the fuck, dude? Like, that's insane to me. Saying that something, I'm homophobic, but I had a fucking girlfriend for a year. Yeah, okay. Please. That's what somebody told me she's saying. Okay. Hey. Hi, Rocky. He's not paying attention again. He's not very observant. He's like me, not very observant. Whoa! Have a good day. It's not as nice. It's kind of cold out. It's not like, no, Rocky. Yep. Come on. Come on. So that's insane, like, to me, like, that people, like, that they, and then also somebody told me that she was saying something about how she offered to, like, she was mad because I didn't take her on Tennessee trip. Like, oh my God, bitch, get over it. And then she tried to say that she paid, or was going to pay for the whole thing. Really? Let's see where you said that. You weren't even going to pay for your half, you broke bitch. Please stop. Then come to find out, too, she says on her stream that she's married to Tanga from the Circle Jerks, and that they're living together in a pink camper. Just living the dream, guys. Like, this is the stuff I'm hearing. Is this real life? Okay, guys? And the thing I'm really upset about, I'm not even addressing this second, because it's just another example, guys, to show you these people, how evil they are. Okay? It's been pretty obvious that me and Fred have been trying to keep his kids private And what do these fucking lunatics do? They put out his daughter's name and try to pay or her Venmo, and then her husband's PayPal that has their real names in it, just to dox them and pretend like they're doing something good for him when she did not ask permission to do that, and did not contact Fred's daughter at all about doing that. She purposely did that to dox Fred's daughter in hopes that people contact her and harass her. That is 100% what they were doing. And I'm so fucking sick and tired of it. You guys, it's so obvious. She did not ask for permission to do that. Leave the kids alone. She's dealing with a child that, like, is in a children's hospital right now. If people want to help and send money, that's amazing. But obviously, if we would have already done that. But her whole name's in her Venmo. And she wants a private life. They did not ask for permission to do that. Like, not only did they put out Fred's daughter's name, they put out her husband's name too. They couldn't just put one of the links. They had to put both so that we can make sure we know what her husband's name, so people could look them up and harass the fuck out of them. And if people don't see that and see that's exactly what they're doing, then I'm sorry, you're blind. Why would she do something like that? Somebody she doesn't speak to. And then somebody sent me the post where Six-Up said that Fred was lying because saying Karen didn't know him. Because you put up one fucking email does not mean Karen really knows Fred and spent a lot of time with him. Put up the rest of the emails. Why are you putting up one email of all of them? Put them all up. It's obviously she knew him. It's her fucking brother, you idiot. But as far as knowing him, she just goes by what she's heard and makes up the rest. So I didn't watch last night. I'm going by what people have told me in these posts that are clearly put to try to harass Fred, me, and his family. They wanted to make sure that they put out Fred's kids' names. That's exactly why they did it, under the guise of trying to act like they're doing something good. Do you guys really think that they're doing something good on a Ziggy hate channel of all places? You think that's exactly what their intentions were? No, it was to dox his kids. It was clearly done to dox his freaking kids. When Karen doesn't even have a relationship with that child. Like, why would you just randomly put let's act like you don't care about your nieces and nephews. No, when they're in your presence, Karen, bad things happen, and you know what I'm talking about. Very bad things happen. Like, the kind of stuff that Don Wells is into. You tried to pimp out your niece. Not Fred's daughter. I'm not speaking for Fred's daughter on this one, but I know of stuff that he's done with, or messed up stuff that she's done. concerning them too in the past. But Fred's other sister, yeah, Karen encouraged her and taught her how to sell herself for drugs and money. Wow. Yeah, sounds like a very caring person to me. Oh, yeah, I'm sure her intentions were in the right place. Putting out Fred's daughter's name, trying to pretend it was a good thing. Ridiculous, dude. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to get some pencil. And then, why don't you, what's taking half the money? Like half the donations last night supposedly were going to Karen. Well, yeah, okay, so why don't you just send those all over to Fred's daughter then? If you're just such this amazing person, send that money over. That would maybe prove that you care, not putting out and doxing her name and information without even asking her if it's okay. I don't know why, but hold on. Okay, so we have these two. Do sorry, he's working on something. I think something messed up on the machine. So, oh, here. I put this needs to go up here too. There we go. Hey, Sue. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay. Let me go to my wallet. Okay, I don't need a bag. Come on now. All right, see ya. Oh, that's sad. Let me see. Did you want anything at all? Oh my god! Oh my god! Is she okay? What the heck? What happened? Are you okay, honey? Can you walk? Can you walk? Come on, show me. Okay, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're fine, honey. It's okay. What'd you No. Did you accidentally step on his toe?
No, he jumped off my foot. He hit his mouth.
What's wrong, honey? You okay? You okay? You good now, honey? I've never heard him cry. Here, you want to go right here for a little bit? Huh? Nah, poor. Oh my gosh, that's sad. Are you okay? Hold on, let me put my hat on. Poor baby. I'm so sad. Are you okay? Oh, he hit his nose when he jumped down. He saw me, guys, and Fred was sitting on the guardrail over there by the gas station. See that metal thing that's right there? And Fred was sitting on it, and Bandit was on his lap, and like all I could see was Bandit start to jump down, and Fred stand up, and then he just started crying, and Fred thinks that he hit his face when he jumped down because he got excited and saw me, and wanted to come towards me, and he got a little too excited, and or either way, or I don't know. I didn't watch it, Bootsy. That's what I'm saying. I'm pissed about them releasing or putting out Fred's daughter's information under the guise that it's supposed to be for donations. If that were really true, you could have just donated all the money you made last night. Donate that money. You did that. They did that purposely, guys, on 6up's wall for everybody to see. They doxed Fred's daughter when they knew we were purposely keeping her name quiet, because several times I even told Fred, you guys have heard me on here say, don't put out their church. Don't put, and he's even, just by accident, he just, or we make sure that we don't release it by accident, just talking. And so Karen and 666 thought it was would be a great idea to dox her through putting up her Venmo that has her full name, and then goes and puts up her husband's PayPal, which has his whole name. So that way, everybody can go and harass the fuck out of them when they have a child that is in freaking ICU, the children's hospital, or I don't know if those are the same things. I know that he's in a children's hospital fighting for his life, and you are wanting to cause stress to Fred and his family just to get at Fred. When you didn't even ask for permission to do that, you haven't talked to her, anything. You did not ask for permission to give that out. You looked it up purposely to try to dox them. No. Bandit was sitting on Fred's lap and jumped down and like tumbled a little bit. I think that's what it looked like when, and they were sitting there waiting. They sit there and wait for me. Like after they walk, they go up the road and down at one time. And then after they sit and wait for me, at that place, if I'm not out yet. Yeah, Karen is the evil sister, Fred's evil sister that has the nickname the White Devil. Did anybody hear if she explained like why she committed fraud on a financial document? Was there any type of explanation for that? Or how about like I heard something about, oh, let's like Fred breaking into 165. How do you break in a place that you live at and have a key, you dumbass? God, please. The stuff they come up with, and then found this bloody t-shirt. You know what's really hilarious? I was talking to Fred's other sister, the normal one, and she said that we were talking about how Karen has called the law so much that even to the point that the law even said to Fred, straight up said to him, his sister is trying to set him up. And Karen would be like to the other sister, be like, I just keep calling the police and they just laugh at me. I don't know why. Well, why do you think they fucking laugh at you, Karen? You're making this shit up. Stop bothering law enforcement with dumb shit that you're purposely trying to do because you're afraid you're going to go down for your bullshit. Fred going to jail or prison is not going to save you from prison. I hope you know that. Real life, Karen, figuratively and literally. You know, and then putting out the freaking Venmo and cash, you know, Venmo and PayPal like you're doing something good. You know what I mean? Like, she's pissed, guys. Like, Fred's daughter is not happy. She does not want to be harassed, and she's already contacted law enforcement before for similar stuff. So, thankfully, she has a good mindset and said, you know, that she's fine. She'll be okay if anything does happen. She has a team of people that will handle it for her. You know, something real. If you don't go on a Ziggy hate channel and try to turn something, try to act like it's something honorable. When no, I see right through that. You were trying to dox his kids. Do not fucking lie. I see you, hater channel. Right, Shay? No, especially, I understand his children, this child, or this a particular child is an adult, but particularly right now, she's dealing with probably one of the hardest times in her life. So it just shows to me how sick Karen and 666 are. And I mean, just absolutely sick. Well, we're going to try to pretend it's, we're going to help out with finance. Maybe she's doing it for good reasons. No, she doesn't even have a relationship with what, you know, she doesn't have that real close aunt relationship. She didn't message and ask to do that at all. I don't know if she's even checked on the baby, but I want to be surprised if she hasn't checked at all. And then I guess they released their marriage debut, I guess, last night. Is what supposedly 666 and Tanga from the Circle Jerks are now married. Is that fucking for real? Like, this is a joke, guys. A straight up joke. Laughing stock. Why are we why are people thinking that this shit's okay? I don't think so. It will not, Hater Channel. It will not. I guarantee you it will not stop. No, 666 started before all that nonsense. And she'll be continuing it way after. It's not at all because of Andy Bernard. This shit has been happening way before. I guarantee that shit. If I wish somebody would put that out. Yeah, I think it would help, you know, show a lot of people the truth. I think it would open up the eyes of people who are really wanting the truth. But those people who are, which is a majority of those people over there who just decide they don't like me or Fred because for whatever reason, they just want to hate on us instead of work with us towards figuring out what happened in summer. No, they just want to be hateful. That's all it is. These people come after me. I don't freaking sit here and do channel or live after live, like specifically to attack these people. I might respond the one time and I'm done. Like, I didn't even watch yesterday's live. I didn't watch it. Like, what don't people understand? Like, I want these people just to go away. I've tried everything. It's not going to work. You know, I can't, it's just not going to work no matter what. Just even if that video gets put out, it will not change a thing. I bet you freaking anything. Especially when it comes to 666. I personally think that Karen's scared of certain things that might be revealed if the truth comes out about Summer. That's the only thing I can think of. And the only thing I can think of that makes sense is that she was dating Kenny Thompson, Dawn's friend, around the time that Summer went missing. Yeah. I think it would help a little bit with certain people, like I said, but I mean, I've already said I straight up have audio recording of law enforcement confirming to me that Andy was on the road. However, who was driving the blue truck? That's the exact words. So I take it or leave it. If you guys don't want to believe it, I don't care. I'm not going to keep proving myself over and over again. Keep proving myself to be honest over and over again. If people don't want to believe the truth and sit here and it's quite obvious what's happening here. You know, it's really sad when people try to cause divisions in family and encourage that instead of encouraging the opposite. Like, why didn't 666 or some of those others encourage Karen to reach out to Fred or try to work things out with Fred? It won't happen because Karen's the one that's been purposely trying to cause problems purposely and getting him in trouble. The only reason why he reached out when she was in jail was to manipulate him, to try to get him to sign over his power of attorney. Are you dumb? She was trying to get him to sign over his power of attorney for one, so that she could sign all these financial documents in his name about the property. That's the only reason she was reaching out. And to keep tabs on where he was, and then to freaking try to get him in trouble and fuck him over to make sure he doesn't get out of jail so she could be out here doing whatever she wants with Fred out of the way. That's exactly why she contacted him. Say it isn't. Put up all the other emails. Put them up. Put up all the other emails. Tell me it's not about her trying to get power of attorney so she could do her scammy fucking bullshit. She's trying to do it first legally. Somewhat legally. Then, when it wouldn't work out for her, and Fred wouldn't sign over power of attorney, she robs him blind, tears the place up to make sure nobody freaking will live in it again, and then tries to put it all on Fred. Like, it's sick, guys. Karen has a history of this. Her past charges, it's in her past. It's not hard to fucking look this shit up and see. There's a fucking news article, clear as day, with her doing this scammy stuff, setting up crime scenes. And she does not own a gym right now. If that's what she was saying, that's a lie. And she was selling fucking drugs out of it. That's not true, Carolyn. That's not true, Carolyn. And why did you say that, Fred? Like, I go in there and I see you saying things like, Fred not, I saw a comment you said was, why would you think Fred's not allowed in Hawkins County or Ben Hill Road, Carolyn? Like, what would make you think that? People need to stop listening to this bullshit. Like, ask us. We'll tell you the freaking truth. You have never proved me to lie to you guys. Straight up lied to you guys. Why? Don't people just fucking... I don't understand how people don't see this shit. You really believe that Fred was banned from fucking Hawkins County? Why? The screenshot I got had Carolyn was saying something about thinking he was banned, and I'm like, why would she think that? And no, Fred's daughter had no idea that she was going to do that. Like, literally, Fred was just talking to her. I saw the whole conversation. So, if they want to help, yeah, of course. If they're going to try to freaking... of course they're going to try to... If they get a hold of Fred's daughter, they're going to try to cover it as, we were just trying to help. Come on a Ziggy hate channel? Were you really? Did you ask for permission? Show me where you asked for permission to do that. that's Chad. That doesn't have anything to do with Fred. See, this is the things like people say, oh, she said that this about this person, that person, you know, it's like, that is not Fred. Chad was obviously, I mean, he got himself involved into, I don't know about Chad. Maybe Jason. I was confusing Chad and Jason. Sorry. But yeah, I know that I've explained this and I've talked about it on my channel before. If people would listen, I've told about this, how Chad was accused, Chad and his brother were accused in another murder, and that's why that he is so gun shy when it comes to talking to anybody about this stuff, because he went through hell with that. I've told this story. They ended up getting the real person that did it, but law enforcement harassed Chad and Jason forever over that shit for 2 years. I said this. There's nothing a secret, guys. I talked about it. It was a woman. It was another woman who killed the lady. They ended up getting the person, but yeah, Chad and Jason were harassed for like 2 years over this woman's death. I think her name was, well, I don't, it might be Misty. Is it Misty, Fred? I don't know. One, he's not in here right now. But yeah, you guys, like, people don't pay attention. Like, context is super important. If we're going to put out like random shit, like, law enforcement knows that Karen's trying to set Fred up and that she was purposely planting things to try to set him up. And the clothes that supposedly ended up in the washing machine that she's trying to say, oh, it was a few days after Summer went missing. No, it wasn't. It was months after, and you planted them. God, you planted them, then called law enforcement right after. Just like every other fucking bullshit you did. That was months later. Jill Simpson was the lady that they got accused.
They got killed.
Yeah, that got killed, that Jason and Chad were accused of, right? So that's the truth about that. Anything else that needs explained?
It's crazy that a psychic
Yeah, a psychic broke that case, actually, guys. I don't know which one, but a psychic is the one that actually broke that case with the Jill Simpson. The one that Chad and Jason were being interrogated over and stuff. Why did they think that Chad and Jason, again, had something to do with it? Did it have something to do with drugs or something?
Yeah, she was robbed for drugs. She
Yeah.
was robbed and killed over drugs. They killed her because she wouldn't open the safe up.
But it was a woman, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a woman that killed her.
But there was somebody else with her?
No, not with them.
Well, you said they killed her.
She was only one.
Oh. That might be a delivery. Caitlin, your water's boiling. Right. So anything else, like, people, I mean, seriously, I don't mind, like, anything else that people want cleared up about what was said, because I'm not going to go listen to it. Like, seriously, don't ask away, because there's going to be things mixed in that are going to seem, that are going to be like half truths mixed with complete lies. So I just got a package. I don't know if it's my shaking it to see. Okay. She thinks the person that was hit with a pipe was Cotton because he had blunt force trauma. The person that was hit with November of 2022. Cotton passed in February of 2023.
February the 14th.
Yeah, on his daughter's birthday. How is that even possible? Oh man, I love these. Like, it's actually entertaining, the stuff that people come up with sometimes. Like, how people can't see. I've never had to pay for an interview in my life. I've never had somebody like really ask, like, except, you know, to be honest, like, well, it's funny too. I saw in the screenshot Kelly Minion or whatever. Bill Shipley's is back with Bill Shipley, and now one of Six Up's biggest supporters, putting it on me because of her coming on my channel is somehow my fault. The shit she went through with Bill, like, he was threatening to kill her. You guys saw all those messages, right? I'm not insane, right? You saw that shit. Like, he was threatening to kill her. But for reasons I don't know, she wants to pretend to Bill like it was all me, and, you know, play games. Like he's not going to see that shit when he gets out. Like, what the hell did I ever do to these people? I don't understand. Caitlin, your water's been boiling for a long time. I'm going to show you guys. Yay! Cool. It has, let's see, a dog. Okay. So this is cool. Hey, Tim. UV resin. Here's a little light thing that's like to spot UV things. This was from Crazy Mom. And it just, now I can, here's a little light. It's like to spot, because you have to use UV to harden it. And then she sent these little ones too. I wonder why they put dot. I guess you could just fill those dots in, right? When are you putting me back in your intro? I took you out because you told me to take you out, for one. I do have it saved, but Bella, she's done more prison time. Yeah, she has done more prison time. And she set up a whole freaking crime scene with her son. Then used the same son to commit more fraud with that financial document that's on my community wall, and have him be the witness. If she's such a caring, nice person, why would she have her son commit a felony like that? Why does she have her son do her dirty work? Like, she's a horrible mom in person. You literally used your son to do your dirty work. To have a document notarized by him, who's an heir and successor, and definitely has interest in that property, it was completely illegal. Then you proceed to put yourself as the only heir. Like, I'm sure that wasn't discussed or explained. Wait till you tell Fred no how he acts. Ask Laura. No in what way? Tell him no for what? Whose crime scene she has set up? Yeah, when you look her up, Karen Hill, Karen Elliott, Cody is her son's name. Hensley, Cody Hensley. She might have been under Hensley at the time. He was robbing the neighborhood, and she was also a part of it all. And also, once he started being a person of interest by law enforcement, they staged a fake robbery in their own house, and to try to cover it up and make it look like it wasn't Cody. So, yeah. Maybe go all into and look into all these mysterious deaths, like her ex-husband that passed away and she got $375,000. Or what about this other one's passed away named Kenny Thompson here recently, who was Donwell's buddy, who was threatening to expose her for that death. And now he's suddenly dead. I don't know how he's dead, but
one robbery, she had sent Cody in, and the man was supposed to be gone, and things went south there, and then they took that crime scene back to their house and staged it there, and had Cody to kick her down the stairs to make it look like that man done something, so they hurt him.
She had her son kick her down the stairs to make it look like she into the basement to make it seem like, so she was definitely a part of these robberies and stuff, right? Like, it wasn't.
Yeah, she would sit and watch people when they leave, document when they was leaving and stuff. That was part of when she was staying at the gym and stuff, watching certain ones in the community when they'd leave and stuff. They'd hit them around for when they'd get her checks and stuff.
Yeah, she's a big time. Like, and then she had. Maybe she needs to talk about all those receipts that she has to Guatemala and stuff, and why she has wigs and all that shit. Like, why she has all those transactions, like that Fred found of her, like weird financial transactions between Karen and Guatemala. Like, what type of freaking business are you doing in Guatemala, Karen? She said Fred said he had another dad, so he disinherited himself. No. We said that Karen had a different dad. Karen's the one with a different dad. There's a sister, too. Karen is the one with the different dad. I have Fred's birth certificate right here with me with Ronald Fred Hill as his father. I have it right here next. Do I need to go get it? Karen shows the same thing on her. Yeah, if Karen shows her birth, that doesn't mean anything. She doesn't have any right to make this shit up in her head and decide that Fred disinherited himself. No, he didn't. You're the one that would go around and bark and. Yeah, who's the people who's that show up when you pull up Truth Finder and stuff? Who comes up as residents? Not fucking you.
There are only 3 people. Evelyn Hill, Ron Fred Hill, and Greg Jr. Hill.
Yeah. Fred's was executor over 207, or was it 165? I think it was actually 165 year executor over. So, but either way, I know Sage is completely sick and really sad that somebody is going to, try to benefit off of trying to cause problems in a family even more, encouraging it instead of less encourage her to both of them to work it out. I mean, Fred's not the one that's like going out of his way to harm her. She's the one that's doing it to him. And like I said, we're not going to post emails on her community wall acting like Karen was his greatest sister. No, she fucking wasn't. She was trying to get him to sign over.
Why did she post everything down? All the conversations.
Right.
Even about what she was trying to say, I was trying to extort money and stuff from her for me asking what she done with my 27,000 cash and all my vehicles and stuff.
That she sold and pocketed. Fred never saw any of that. And she sent $40 to Fred in jail. And that's supposed to be like amazing sister. She did it to try to butter him up to get him to freaking sign over power of attorney, guys. This is all manipulation and games. Just like she put out Fred's daughter's name through her Venmo without permission. And then try to turn around and act like it was supposed to be a nice thing. No, you did not ask for permission to do that. And now you're trying to cover like it was something that you were doing nice. No, you're trying to freaking put out her name and her husband's name to have her harassed. Don't fucking lie. Because you know her full name was in her Venmo. And his full name was in his PayPal. That's exactly why you did it. They called Fred a child abuser? Okay. What is there evidence of child abuse? What's the evidence of child abuse? That incident that happened in Virginia is where there was no kids in the house when Fred was asleep. And it was a jerk reaction because somebody was standing over him with a gun. Guys, people, once again, every single time trouble seems to, come to him. Do you see him going and any of these things that they're saying? Did he go out of his way to go commit crimes and harass people, hunt them down, rob them? No, every time it's him defending himself. And the only thing they can do is use that incident in Virginia because they're able to get that CPS document when Fred was in jail and the kids got taken. Because Laura was messed up when they went by there. And Fred was in jail for that incident. And then CPS comes by later, and her mom, Laura's mom, had just gave her pills. Yeah, and Laura was messed up, but Fred was not there. Okay, but still, I don't want to. It doesn't. It's not either way. It's over with, and that's the truth. And if people don't want to believe it, it is what it is. Fred is not a child abuser. They got $150, right? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. What was his? Like, if you're going to act like you're like such a good person and doing the right thing, then why don't you freaking donate the money that you got in last night towards Fred's daughter, since you just exploited her and trying to cause stress and drama to her? That's exactly what you're doing. She'll probably contact, I just was trying to do a good thing. Trying to act like that. Yeah, Karen, everywhere you go, people get freaking, there's havoc. Bad things happen, like I was saying earlier, to children that are left in Karen's care, and she knows exactly what I'm talking about. And she doesn't, if she better not, because she knows exactly what I'm talking about. And I know more than one incident, Karen, particularly with your son, right? So stop. Or how about when you were trying to get your other niece to sell herself? Yeah, you did that, Karen. You don't remember that? Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure you don't remember that. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, they're supposed to be splitting the money. Why don't they freaking it, like, instead of like, oh, let's put on our community wall and act like we're doing something good for Fred's daughter, which when it has her full name in it, and then doesn't just put that out there, puts out her husband's name too. Because, you know, we got to make sure that people can find them. Hold on, guys. Oh, cool. I just had a delivery that I didn't think was going to come today. Crazy Mom, thank you so much for the resin. You saved the day. Seriously. Let me, hold on. Delivery. Hold on. Let me see. Do I have more messages on my phone? Let me see. Yeah, okay, so. Oh my gosh, wait, hold on. What is this? I'm looking at your message, Crazy Mom. What is that for? Jeez. That must be men's sizing, huh? I would do large on that. Okay, I was responding to Crazy Mom. She loves that Karen is willing to get on a panel and talk mess. Karen is old enough to tell when she's being manipulated and used, right? Yeah. She just wants to be noticed. She's been like this since Ziggy cut the cord and thinks she's going to grow with Fred's sister on panel. Yeah, this has been happening well before Fred's sister came along. Well, before even Fred really came along. It was around the same time because, and I guess Six supposedly brought up again how she was so mad I didn't take her to Tennessee. Like, bitch, you need to freaking build a bridge and get over it. You are a maniac. And if and then she releases to the whole community, I guess it's their whole announcement to the community that she's now married to Tanga Ray from the Circle Jerks, allegedly. Because I accused her, I personally think she's probably in love with Karen and is building this weird fascination that she could get close to Karen and maybe, just maybe, like, she'll be in my family and she could just like harass me the rest of my life and be connected to me forever and ever. Because she's such a freaking freak. Of course, Andy, yeah. I guess 666 said that she's married to Tanga Ray, and that they're living in a pink camper together, living the dream. Yeah. All the losers, I guess that's what they do. I guess they all live in their families' driveways and campers. It is so funny. We have Andy Bernard doing this, Jody Sue, and now we have 666 and Tanga Ray. Supposedly. If that's really who is her wifey and it's not Karen. Okay, Carolyn. I was just like I thought you said that, I thought you were saying that you thought he was banned from over there, and that's just not true. It made me sad that you were saying that. I'm like, well, I thought Carolyn was like, but I mean, I saw another comment you made that was, you know, it was just, you know, it was normal, nice. It's not that big a deal. It wasn't like you were, it's like really mean or anything. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Yeah. It's like, is this real life? Like, I cannot. Haven't listened to even, like, seriously, have not listened to, I'm just getting it through you guys because it's easier to listen to it that way. I do want to listen to her just a little bit so I can hear Karen's voice and make sure like, I've never been contacted before by her in the past, because I kind of now, like I said, I'm very nervous that she is one of the people that was hanging out at the wells early on. Right, and then we're going to just make up crazy stuff like, oh, there's this blood. Like, that's why the cops were laughing at you, Karen. You asked you asked one of your other family members, right? Why the cops laugh at you when you call in these supposed tips that you set up. They just laugh at you. And yeah, told Fred that you're trying to set him up. Does it not freaking register up there? Does it not? You're gonna try to sit there and say a clothing was found days after Summer went missing, right? Just randomly popped up, and you called law enforcement. Okay, the only time something like that happened was months after Summer went missing, and your ass is the one that put it there and then called law enforcement to try to pin it on Fred, right? Like, you just you're just stupid, dude. You're going to get yourself in so much trouble. Do you not understand that? Why are you digging this grave for yourself? She said that you picked up Laura at the hospital and wondered how she knew it was you if you and her never saw. What? How she knew it was you if you and her never saw each other? What's that even mean? If me and who never saw each other? Me and who never saw each other? I picked up Laura at the hospital once, yes. And then I took her to the library and to get groceries, yes. And I didn't know that. Come to find out, I didn't know she had also asked Fred's other sister to do it too, and I had no idea. I was trying to do something nice, but yeah, I took her and I paid for her groceries too, the stuff that she got. If you really want to know, I've met Laura many times. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Because of that, people that you talk to don't have to pay for them. And that is what they are mad because of the people that you talk to. You don't have to pay for them to. Yeah, I've never paid anybody. Every single time that I've seen somebody be paid on here or request payment, it's always somebody who is completely sus. Like Andy Bernard, Marlena Crawford. Now let's add Karen Hill / Elliott to the list. / Hensley / whatever name she wants to adopt. That's not even freaking hers. Some of them's not even, she wasn't even really married to, but she still takes the last name. Like, make this shit make sense to me. She swears she doesn't know the Wells or ever seen Summer. No, I don't think so, Kathy. I think I'm fine. The way Karen earns her name well, she's entitled and wench. Yep. But anything else you guys want to, like, I'm serious. Don't be afraid to ask about anything that was brought up last night. Like, to ask, like, for context, if anything concerned you and really bothered you, because I'm not going to watch it and I'm not going to review it. So if I see any of it, it will be through another channel, I'm sure. I don't know. I guess that's what 666 said, is that her and Tangeray are, that's what she claims, but it could be completely made up to hide her and Karen's, like, love affair or something. I don't know. You can't believe anything these people say. So it's like, at least that's what somebody told me. Didn't she say that she was on there saying that she was married to Tanga from the Circle Jerks and they live in a pink camper nowadays? She's saying she never. I'm going to review it. Good. Are you going to do it tonight? She doesn't know the Wells. Okay, so she said she's never. Okay, so if we find anything to the contrary, then that's good. So she said she swears she does not know them and has never met Summer. Okay. Six Up said Fred is saying Karen was afraid to go on Ben Hill. They said that was crazy. Fred, I guess Karen's trying to say that it's crazy. She said, I guess Karen's saying it's crazy that we said that she was afraid to go on Ben Hill Road and that she never did all that hiding and going in different vehicles and stuff. I literally heard that from other people besides just Fred.
And that has happened right around time Summer went missing and stuff, and after Summer went missing. Well, after Summer went missing, not before, but after.
Yeah, after Summer went missing, she did not want to be seen in the holler. So she would ride in with her sister, or she would, and hide. It was weird. Why she was doing it? You guys tell us, because your guys' guess is the same, is as good as ours. And it was not just Fred that told me that. That she was, like, terrified of being seen back there. It was really weird. Why, Hey, before Summer went missing, how like much was Karen around?
I didn't see Karen, or maybe once from time she got out of. I mean, till some time she got out of prison to time Someone went missing. I just seen her like once.
One time?
Yeah.
So that would have been from, she got out of prison in 20 what?
I don't even know when she got out.
I think she got out 2020. Right? Well, Fred only saw her, like, she didn't come around. Unless, like, she was, like, trying to get money out of their parents or whatever. Thank you, Tiffany. I hope you do. Start looking into maybe Philip would talk. Because he probably doesn't like her, huh? Philip?
Philip don't know more of her. I think that's the one that has a restraining order.
Yeah, Philip had a restraining.
I'm not for sure. I think
But he's out, right?
Yeah.
If Philip might be a good one to talk to. Her ex Philip. The one that was saying, threatening, blackmailing her with what he knew about her. No, that was a different one. Yeah, Philip was a different one than the one that was blackmailing, or was trying to blackmail Karen. Was the one that ended up dead, huh? Kenny Thompson, which is Don Wells' buddy, who she was dating around time Summer went missing. And Kenny Thompson just ended up dead a couple years ago. Surprise, surprise. And he was the one that was threatening to expose Karen for her involvement in her ex-husband's passing, where she got $375,000, and it was ruled as an accident because of his blood alcohol level. But really, what really happened, Karen, I don't think you want to bring attention to this shit. I really don't. This was a bad move. The whole $75 that you supposedly got last night, because I hear somebody saying they think you got $150. Half of that, you got $75. That was worth people digging into your life and exposing everything. They're going to look into your sons, like everything. Why? Like, you're stupid. What are you doing? I've literally tried to get you to stop forever. Fred even reached out. Fred's the only one that tried to reach out. And what'd you tell him?
Don't come near her house or near her work or near her period.
Yeah. And like,
and I tried to reach out to her, about 3 months ago.
Yeah. So
to discuss this house thing and stuff.
Yeah, to discuss everything. And she just is. No, she is. What she did, she came to YouTube. She went straight for channels that do not like me. Why would she do that? That's supposed to be why. I didn't ever say anything bad. I didn't put out shit on Karen. Karen said that she didn't know anything about Summer, and that the only thing that she said was that Chad said that he was always the one who would always got accused of people missing and murdered, and that is.
Chad and Karen don't even associate. Well, Chad talked to her a little bit at Mom's funeral because I sent Chad to get the excess dirt when the grave was filled in. But
it's Fred's own personal choice, and we don't have to put it out there. But we don't want to speak ill of his parents who are now deceased. But Fred has his reasons for not going to his mother's funeral, and that's on him.
People that thinks Mom and Dad passed away at home, they didn't. They passed away at the hospital, and the only one was at the hospital when they passed away was Karen.
Huh? Imagine that.
If you really want to put shit out there, we can put shit out there.
Yeah, because she was probably trying to convince them to get money off them. It was probably all freaking for money. That's surprising that she was even there.
No, she went there for other reasons.
Oh, I'm sure she went there for other reasons. For both of them? They both died in her presence? No. Are you serious?
She was at the hospital, yeah.
Are you kidding me right now?
No. And so
the same woman who said
Julie
she wants to be the first one to throw dirt on her face. This is the woman that was at the. She was the only one at the hospital when they died. Both of them. Wow, what a coinky dink.
And see, Karen didn't have no say so supposedly, and Julie's one that had to say so over mom and dad
Exactly.
at the hospital, and Karen
had no because they knew
all of that too.
Yeah, because they knew how evil Karen is. They know her tactics. Her parents knew her tactics. This isn't something new, guys.
Just like she's saying, I break in the house at 165. I didn't have to break in. That was my residence. I had a key. Julie had a key to the front door, and I had a key to the back door. She's the only one didn't have a key.
Yeah, because she didn't have anything.
Because she wasn't trusted by the family.
Mm-hmm. Huh? You weren't trusted, Karen. The only one without a key because you weren't trusted. You want to really put this out? If you think that we have gone easy on you, I mean, I know some absolutely horrific shit you've done, Karen. Absolutely horrific. And I mean, what I've already released is horrible enough. Do you want to fucking keep going? Because the shit you're saying is lies. You're just causing this for yourself. You're not doing, I mean, we just sat here and I did my crafts. I went live and did on my cards while you guys followed me around again. What was the highest grade level Karen completed? She sounds so holier than thou. She says Fred looks miserable and she knows he wants to go back to the mountains.
I don't think she graduated. She moved out right before she turned 18. I think she quit school. I'm not for sure if she even graduated high school. I'm not for sure on that. But I know she moved out with Jason, her first husband.
She always tried to...
Right before she graduated.
Yeah, she always tried to pretend she was somebody she wasn't. She wanted to pretend she was from this really rich, uppity family, and she would like refuse to go around the family and go out with the family anywhere. And when they would make her go out, she would like throw fits, embarrass the hell out of everybody, call everybody the N-word, yell, bark out the windows at freaking black people and shit. Just to embarrass the family. Like, this is how horrible of a person she is. She is miserable. When she's
in school and stuff, she had let on like she wasn't her sister and stuff, that she was from a high class family and stuff. And, I mean, just...
Yeah, she would make up all these lies about herself and who she was and where she came from. Karen said that Fred told his other sister that she could leave his house and she was scared of him and he was shooting again. Wait, Karen said that Fred told his other sister that she could leave his house and she was scared of him. I don't know what that means. Karen said Fred told his other sister that...
That just Karen said bullshit. She was some more bullshit.
They leave his house. I don't know what that means, Carolyn. Karen said that Ziggy found the right bitch. Huh. I didn't find anything. She came looking for us. You know what I mean? I didn't find anything. She's the one doing it. She's the one causing the problems. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, we've tried to ignore her. How am I... You know what I mean? We're responding to your bullshit. I'm going to defend and show we're going to prove you a liar. If the person you are, if you keep saying lies about us, obviously we're going to show your character so people will see the type of person you are. I wouldn't have to do that if you want to be like doing this shit and starting a hate campaign against me and Fred everywhere you go. You went straight to haters' channels. That's the first thing you fucking did. And we're supposed to believe that you had good intentions. sure.
I think it was around the time someone went missing. Karen had that red vehicle too. And that's the one that she didn't want to drive to the holler. You won't be technical about it.
She had a red vehicle around the time Summer went missing, but you don't know if it was like a truck or.
It was like an SUV. I can't remember if it was a
SUV.
Jeep or what.
A red. Okay.
It was in a Jeep brand, I think. It was like an SUV.
So she thinks that you're miserable. Okay. Well, Karen, I think that you're just jealous. I really do. I really think that you're jealous and don't want your brother to have a better life. I really do. It's really sad. I think that you're jealous that he's married into a good family and that he's going to have things and you're just going to be this miserable person always.
I mean, just like her, you think she would want her son to have a better life instead of dragging him down even more?
I know. I mean, like, we've been trying to keep Fred's kids like private and not putting their names out there. Don't you think we would love for people to donate and help his daughter out? No, the whole reason that was done by them is to dox her, and that's just horrible. So it's really, really sad that this is what we do right before the holidays. You guys seriously think that this was not at all purposely orchestrated to do right before the holidays? You know, right before we're going to do this, right before the holidays, we're going to fuck with people's families. You guys don't see how evil and cruel this shit is.
When I talked to Cassie, she said that.
Oh, well, they're trying to say that
would have went if they had went at it a different way. I mean, in the Summer Wells community, wasn't a place to put the.
It was not the right place to share it, is what she said. And so, they're trying to say, I don't know where they're getting this, but they're trying to say basically that she said that she was grateful for it.
They hadn't even contacted her when I talked to her a while ago. Before we went live about this.
Yeah.
Had no authorization of it.
I know that she had no idea of it.
She said if it had been different, if Karen had got her permission and stuff and went a different way about it and not went into a Summer Wells community true crime group and stuff and so.
Yeah.
She said she did appreciate
any help
and stuff, that she really needed help, but that was the wrong place to put it.
Yeah.
And it was.
She's a very, very, very good woman and has a good life. And thankfully she's incredibly strong, and thank God, because, you know, that's what they're doing. They know that they can't get to us, so they have to mess with family.
Because they know that they be people trying to contact Chassie and stuff.
Look at her wall, Jam. Look at 666's wall. She shared, tried to act like they were sharing his daughter, Fred's daughters, not fucking 6-ups. Fred's daughters, information for donations, and acting like it was for a good thing. But the Venmo has her full name, and then she shares a PayPal that has his full name. They did it to dox him. Didn't ask for permission. I mean, Fred's daughter is going through the worst time of her life right now. And do they care? No. Who gives a fuck?
But they know by them doing that, though, that people be trying to contact her about me and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
That was all it was about, because, I mean,
we're not stupid. We know, see right through your bullshit.
I mean, the way they was going on about me and you last night, that's all that was about.
Mm-hmm. We're supposed to pretend while you sat there and collected freaking money and then wanted to put up her payment stuff without permission. And then, but yet you kept the money you made during the stream, but you're asking for more donations on top of that. Why don't you freaking donate the $150 to Chastity? If that's really what you're freaking claim you're doing. It was already the story, Kathy. You're not in trouble. Don't worry about these freaking people. You did nothing wrong.
The railing.
Huh, that's weird. Sorry, guys. There's, we have to watch every freaking person No, we do, Carolyn. We just try to mind our own business. But people are going to ask and be curious about the stuff that she's saying. There's no way to avoid it and just not say anything. I'm 666 knew exactly what she was doing, contacting or trying to convince Karen to do that by offering her money and giving her half the proceeds. I wouldn't be surprised if she paid her more on top of that. I mean, that's all Karen cares about. It was a shit show. And you're going to use that as a way to bring in money or try to act like you're collecting money for Fred's daughter. That was one. Do you really think that's in good taste? A stream that's completely trashing Fred is where you're going to share his daughter's payment methods for donations? Are you fucking for real? I picked up Laura, yeah. That was a different time. That's not when they passed or when that was a different hospital stay. Yeah, Carolyn, that hospital stay that I picked up Laura, it wasn't the time that, I don't know which one was in the hospital, but I think it was the mom. But no, that's not when she passed away. That was a different hospital stay, if that's what you're thinking. I'm confused, but no, I picked up Laura and Laura only. If she's trying to say I picked her up. I've never met Karen. I have a horrible memory. Did she try to say she met me or something? Is that what you're saying?
Karen wasn't even there when
I picked up Laura to take her grocery shopping, and yeah, it was Julie. Yeah, Karen wasn't even there. It was Julie. Or no, Julie was supposed to take her shopping. Actually, Julie was upset about that, come to find out, but I had no idea because Julie was supposed to take Laura. But I guess Laura was trying to get out of there and asked a bunch of people, and I was just the one that showed up first, I guess. I don't know. And I took her. Yeah, it was. Some of it was. No, it wasn't. I was gonna say some of it was on YouTube, but I don't think I streamed that. So yeah, that time that I picked Laura up from the hospital was it was a completely. It was. She said that she has never seen you, and I was just wondering how she knew that you picked up Laura at the house because you never seen her. That's what I meant. Oh. She probably heard it through Julie, because Julie was upset because she was supposed to do it. And I didn't know that until years later. Until I, you know, because at that time I didn't know Julie. But yeah, I met, yeah, she probably just heard that. Like I'm saying, that's exactly though what we're trying to say is that everything that Karen's saying is it's going to be hearsay and lies. You know what I mean? Mixed in. The stuff that I've heard that's even like halfway true is just that halfway true, and then it's made it to things mixed in and make it seem worse. Like these clothes that she planted in the freaking washing machine and then called law enforcement right after. She tried, you know, she changed around information and tried to act like that was a few days after Summer went missing, when in fact it was months after Summer went missing. And that was just one of her tactics to try to keep Fred in jail and get him in trouble. The cops were literally, she's going to piss off her other sister, and her sister's going to come on here and freaking tell all the truth if she wants to. I mean, I don't think she really wants to go there. I mean, I know, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, this is the same thing like 666 would do. Like, and I would know all this shit on her, and she knew it, and she had all this fucking background that's horrible. All these mugshots, but here she is, like, attacking my character. You know? It's crazy. But I truly believe that Karen does not want Fred happy. She's jealous that, I mean, I do have a good family, guys. I do have a good family. And, you know, I mean, Fred's a really good person. And he's an amazing person. He's my best friend. And, you know, I didn't ever expect somebody from, we're so different and so, but so alike. You know what I mean? So I never expected things to work out the way they did. But Karen is a complete hater and does not want good for her brother. She's afraid. She wanted him to stay in prison, in jail, I mean. And then she wanted to add more charges. That is exactly what she was trying to do, guys. She contacted law enforcement in Lawson more times than I couldn't even tell you how many times. Like, they literally would laugh at her. And she knows that. She knows that they would laugh at her. Because it got to the point, it was so obvious what she was doing. It is sick, Sage. Hey, 4 flying doves. She says she doesn't have the SD cards and asked Laura about them. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
One of the last time she was there when she put a gun on Laura and stuff, threatening to kill her. She wants all that put out there.
Oh, I guess she does, Mom. I mean, she wants all the stuff that her son's done too. And
just like the incident happened at Karen at Priceless when Karen tried to sneak her with the baseball bat.
Karen uses violence, guys. Like, she's not a good person. Like, I'm sure she's plotting and planning to try to do some fucked up shit to me and Fred. You guys, if anything happens to us, it's her dumbass.
Was with Laura, took and cut Karen off, but Laura didn't even see her coming up behind her.
Laura didn't see her, and she was going to...
Julie, a woman that was staying with, Laura was staying with, Julie Phelps. Mm-hmm. She's the one that cut Karen off.
From going in the place? And Karen...
keeping her busting Laura's brains out with the bat out there at Priceless.
Why was she going to do that?
I don't know what the actual deal was about.
So, Karen... That's interesting information that Karen was at the hospital with both your parents when they passed away. Is that really true?
Yeah, it's true.
Neither of them.
They was trying to contact Julie and stuff, and me to see if they wanted us to go ahead and pull a plug on that and stuff, and Karen pretty much gave them the go ahead on it. Without our consent.
Without your consent?
Mm-hmm.
Which,
if she wants to get technical about shit, I mean, we can get technical.
yeah, Fred's actually protector, guys. There's some really, really, really bad stuff, and I'm not even playing. Like, this bitch is like horrible.
See, Karen thinks she's got pulled through Hawkins County because they had a summer program for students and stuff when she was in high school, and they had her to work. When the work program come up, she got a job at the sheriff's office at that time, and she thought because she worked through the sheriff's office, she had a lot of pull.
Yeah, but that was when she was super young. Like she still thinks that this is something that she did when she was like 18, guys, and she thinks that she's something.
17.
Oh, 17?
16,
16 and 17 work program. I did the same thing. I worked at a work program at my dad's work too. I did something similar when I was in high school. Which sheriff's office did she work through?
Hawkins County.
Hawkins County. Anyone that Ziggy's chats it, yeah, right. But look at how much, like, look at the stuff that they talk about over there compared to here. Like, it's look at the stuff that's how often my name comes up in these titles on the wall, on their community wall. Ronnie has been sheriff for 99 years, so. Nope, I guess not.
I mean, he was supposed to.
Who was?
Tony Allen.
Yeah, well, come to find out, Ronnie Lawson's in for another 4 years, guys.
That's what
you guys know that, right? Ronnie decided to take another term. He's probably afraid of what's going to come out.
Tony Allen's his right-hand man.
What did she do at the sheriff's office, and for how long was she there?
I think she was part of the dispatch or something.
The dispatch, and it was like, was it just a summer program?
Just the summer, yeah.
One summer?
2 different summers.
2 summers, like in high school.
I'm thinking it was 2 summers. I might be wrong, but I know it was one summer.
Her and her friend, like when that would sit there and try to sexually assault Fred when he was like underage. Seriously, like these girls were like showing themselves, like and Karen was 3 years older than Fred. No, not Karen didn't do it. No, but Karen's friend that she would have over, that Michelle, would come on to Fred. Fred was, yeah, and show herself, and just they were just real nasty like that. She slept around both of them. Just that's that. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That Michelle girl. The reason why I'm mentioning it, worked at the sheriff's office with Karen. Well, Karen, I just don't bring that up a lot because I'm just not trying to bring. I just don't bring it up a lot because Karen. I just don't want her harassing. The other sister. It's ridiculous, like if I bring her up too much, then she'll start harassing the other sister, thinking that she's giving us info or something. Wayne Clevenger would have been sheriff. Oh, you're saying Ronnie Lawson wouldn't have been sheriff at that time? How long has he been sheriff?
I think it was sheriff at that time. It was somebody else, I think.
Yeah, and you put and your post is exact, like, I think some people took your post wrong, Sage. Like, they were thinking that you were, like, trying to, I don't know, like, stick up for Karen or something. But really, I think that you were, I mean, even though it's obvious that what Karen's doing, I think you were, just in case she didn't know, letting her know that she was being used and trying to show her what's good, warn her about what's going to happen. Like, these people will use her and use her, but yeah, she doesn't care, unfortunately. You know, she went straight to these creators that hate me and don't like Fred. Like, that is just insane to me.
Creators you went to, she thought that was one of your haters.
Yeah.
One that disagrees with you, son.
Yeah, so since me and Burn Barrel used to like what Burn Barrel, that's the first one that she contacted because she thought that Burn Barrel didn't like me because of how she would debate me on certain things. So, and she's like, well, if you don't do it, then I'm contacting Six Up. Like, whoa, that's the people. Yeah, let's go. That's really reputable person to go to there. No, you didn't cause more problems at all. I thought that is what a normal person would say. Like, that's
Maybe we need to contact Katie and see his insight on what Karen's got him into.
You think Cody doesn't know? I'm sure he would have to know. Like, the dude sounds. Oh wait, no, it's the other one. That's the computer genius, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me tell you guys something else. Speaking of computers and stuff. So somebody contacted. I'm not going to call out who it was, but they messaged me, and I was talking about this earlier on in this live. And you know how I was talking about how people had been signing into my accounts and stuff. And anyways, I guess this person was watching 666, I guess, a little bit earlier, and she contacted me freaking out because she said the stuff that she had just told me in Messenger, like 666 is now talking about. Like it was almost like she was like she knew that me and this person were talking and what we were saying. And I told her I wouldn't be surprised that she's got logged into my Facebook in some way. That, though, I could easily find because you could see. I'll check that out. I'll see if anybody's been, what devices and stuff are connected to my Facebook. Yeah, Carolyn, that's not what happened. Fred just didn't get out of bed and just decide to start shooting in the house. Does that sound really logical? That's not how it happened. He woke up to a gun in his face, and she's just trying to keep bringing this up to cause problems with the other sister. And, you know, she wants to keep bringing it up so that no. They've settled. They're fine. They've worked. It's the past. Yeah, it was the other sister that was involved in that incident. But it's over with, and both Fred and her are both of them are clean and sober. But they're good now, thankfully, and have moved past that incident, thank God. So she's absolutely not scared of Fred. That's ridiculous. Fred stayed there for weeks. Just recently. I mean, so she's a liar again. Why would that doesn't even make sense. We could go there now and sleep there right this second. She's not scared at all of Fred. If anything, she's going to feel more protected with him around. Well, you know, holler girl. Like, why I've talked about this, you know, how they always try to one up if something doesn't work. I've always said this. They have to go for people like family and stuff in order to get at me and Fred, because we don't care about the bullshit lies that they say about us. And they do it in ways where they're trying to manipulate the public or the people watching, you know, and trying to act like, oh, it's a good thing. Oh, she's trying to, oh, look, she's putting out Fred's daughter's Venmo. No, she's doxing Fred's daughter. That's what she's really fucking doing. But if anybody does want to donate to her, she definitely could use it. But you know, please, people, don't bother her right now. Her child is like hanging onto his life at the children's hospital. And I'll tell you, like, she won't say anything bad about Fred either. So you're barking up the wrong tree there if you think you can get one of his kids to talk bad about him. So just freaking leave his daughter alone. If you want to donate out of the kindness of your heart, do so, but completely with not expecting anything in return.
Why did I stay there over 2 months here?
I know, that's what I just said. I just said that we stayed there, or like you stayed there for weeks. Like, what the heck? That's why Andy Bernard kept going by there. Yeah, we've talked about this. Because she was going to leave. Fred's not going to shoot in the house because she was going to leave. That doesn't even make sense. That's not what happened. Unfortunately, their drugs were part of that incident, as far as somebody was under the influence, and it was a bad thing or something that got freaking completely. You know how your life can change in a blink of a second? You know, like this, that's something like that got completely, of course, got all blamed on Fred, but Karen wasn't there. Right? Karen wasn't there, was she? He's so deaf. I want to make sure I'm not lying to you guys. Karen wasn't. No. She acts like a scorn lover, and never seen someone act like her. That's what somebody else was telling me. Like, that's why I'm seriously wondering if they're lying and if they're really, like, if it's them that are actually in love and living together in a pink camper somewhere. Because, like, I could just see Six Up doing that shit to try to get close to me. That's how freaking obsessed she is with me. It's unreal, guys. It's sickening. People are encouraging her sickness, her illness. Yeah, it sounds funny, but it's really not. She's actually, it's legit. She's a lunatic. I guess she brought up again that she was mad I didn't let her go to Tennessee. Like, oh, when she said she was going to pay for the whole thing. Do you guys really freaking believe that? Six Up, show me proof of you saying you were going to pay for fucking any of it. You are such a liar. Yeah, and now she's trying to come on to Fred's freaking sister to get close to me. Guys, this bitch, the first time she comes to my channel, I swear to God, Six Up, like, I'm supposed to be the grifter? Six Up, do you not remember you in my channel when I was selling products, non-stop coming to my channel asking for an extra large jacket An extra large jacket? Does anybody have an extra large jacket they can send me? Oh, do you have any perfume you can send me? Like nonstop. It was ridiculous. You kept trying to get me to send you an extra large jacket. I mean, it became a joke because it was so unreal how much you kept talking about this extra large jacket. Like, are you serious right now? I mean, we could pull up old Ziggy lives, early Ziggy days, and you're in there several times. Do you have an extra large jacket? That's what she asked for, an extra large jacket. She's a thicker girl, bigger girl. I mean, I guess not like fat, like Crystal Crime Time, but I'm only saying that because Crystal talks so much shit about me and wants to put out shit about me and my looks, so oh gosh, 6 months. She was in chat every single night begging for a fucking coat. I know I was modding for you. See, thank you. Thank you. And then I remember specifically the perfume she wanted. Like she begged me for this what is it? What's that? It was a pink bottle perfume. What's the type of perfume I had that she was begging me for? She wanted me to just like send it to her. She didn't want to pay for it. She didn't even offer. She would ask how much and I'd give her a really good price and she'd be like, "Oh, I just don't," she would, how it is. What was that perfume? Who's that girl that lady's what's that lady's name she's Asian, she has long black hair, and I think she was married to a black man that was in like a producer or something, and like for rap. Anyways, it was one of her perfumes, I think. And I remember because she kept like asking about it and trying to get me to send it to her. Yeah, Stimmy Chew. There you go. That's what it was. No, I haven't done bulk boxes, but that's a good way to make money. I tried looking into them recently to see what they have, because I think the apps though you can purchase but through bulk on eBay. Like they put their stuff on eBay too, at least they used to, and they have an app, but I think with that you had to send in your LLC certificate or whatever, which at the time I had LLC when but I haven't purchased them from so long, but you can still go on eBay and purchase from them, and like they have high-end stuff and it's going to be authentic. And yeah, she hated on me for doing that too. Like that's somehow a grift to me, that's the same thing businesses do, except do you not understand that? It's called business. You purchase product for cheap and then you resell it for, you buy in bulk. Hey, Destiny. Karen said that Fred wanted her to be his what's that? What's the PE mean? His. He definitely wouldn't trust Karen. So did you hear this? Did you see this comment? Karen said that Fred wanted her to be his
power attorney. What you trying to say?
Oh, power attorney over his check because he didn't trust Laura.
At first, I did ask her to. I mean, she asked me about being over it, and then we kind of talked about it, and then she started selling all my shit and stuff, and I found out it was all gone and stuff, my cars and stuff, and why would I sign it over to her when she done got the 27,000 cash and all my cars and shit, and then sign my check over to her too, more or less. Fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah, anything to do with money, like she wants to be a part of. No, but yeah, that's what's just like that. My garage sale or my porch sale, that's supposed to be another grift. Like that's a grift. I'm sorry. Is it not normal to have a garage sale? How come I can't have a fucking garage sale? Like really? I just don't understand these people. I'm sitting here, at the time was a scene while I'm trying to raise my daughter and make money to pay bills, and they're hating on how I make my money. When they lost all their kids, like 666 lost all her kids and has still an underage child that she does not have custody of, but's going to worry about my parenting and how I'm making my money. Please make it make sense. It's complete jealousy. She's mad that I can make money online. And so this is now her only way to make money is hate, being a hate channel. This is the only time. Look up in her past. She has never had a job. But while she's over there yelling, Ziggy, get a job, it's like, bitch, why don't you get a fucking job? I have several streams of income. All you do is go on YouTube and fucking talk shit about me for money. Really? That's your fucking job? Then you hate on me because I do tarot? Like, you are such a hater. So mad that you have zero talents. Thank you, Juniper. She said, Merry Christmas, Ziggy. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy solstice. And y'all, did I say it right? Whatever holiday you celebrate, love you all. Big hugs. That's really sweet. Thank you so much, Juniper. Juniper wanted me to calm down a little bit. Oh, she has a check for Fred. She claims she has a check with your name on it, but she wiped her ass with it first before she gave it to you, is what she'd say, what she said. She's a liar. She doesn't have any check for Fred. And if she does, she signed it herself and endorsed it. So I got an email. Somebody said, one thing I heard Karen say is that she had two checks for a long time. One was made out to Fred. I don't remember what the checks were from or why. She said she'd wipe her ass with Fred's before she ever gave it to him. You guys, do you hear Fred talk like that? And intentionally, like, doing things like that to get at him? This is all them. Why? Why would she do that? What did Fred do to her?
She probably forged my names on the cash.
Yeah, she probably forged them and cashed them. I would almost guarantee she did. Just like she forged, she had to forge documents to did that fraudulent airship.
Yeah, just like she forged the name on Dad's title of the truck. Huh?
Yeah, on their dad's title to the truck. She had to have forged a name on that to sign it over to herself too. Like she's
That's
committed.
just like her reporting stole on the Sunday and then going and getting a title the Sunday and getting it put in her name Monday.
Yeah, going and threatening her other
How can
sister
you
for the
take
title.
report something stole in your name when it wasn't even registered in your name at the time?
Yeah, that's why the cops were like, "Oh my god!" And then they had it towed to the sheriff's or to this. It got towed to what? Their junkyard or something.
No, it got towed to Hawkins County, supposedly.
And then what she do with it? She just sold it to the fucking people that towed it for the $200 just to get a Fred because she couldn't legally she couldn't go get it because she'd have to pay $200 to get it out. So what'd she do? She freaking sold it to the people.
Well, she had to pay him $200 for the tow with it from one point to
But she got overage. Like she got a couple $100, right? And thank you so much, Sage Sleuth. Thank you so much. She's a Merry Christmas. Why doesn't she work hard and earn her money? I don't know. Why doesn't she get a hobby? If she's mad that, I can make money with my hobbies and she's like jealous, then why doesn't she freaking use her time to make a business or find her hobbies, find something she's good at, better herself instead of putting all this hate out right before Christmas and trying to ruin a family for your own gain. It's straight hate. I mean, just to say you have a check for Fred that probably could really help him, and you're saying you'd wipe your ass with it first before you gave it to him. No, bitch, you really cashed it, and you did. There's no way you have a check over there with his name that you haven't fucking cashed.
I mean, just like her stealing the mail out of the mailbox at 167.
Yeah, she didn't have any right to take that mail.
No right to touching the mail.
Insurance checks. Did you see my comment letting you know Karen's claims to have text with Blue, Roof Dawn's wife, confirming Andy came in after police? There was a story that Andy stopped and talked to her. Let you know that Karen claims to have text with Blue Roof Dawn's wife, confirming Andy came in after police. Oh, what's that supposed to mean, though? Okay, so, well, according to what they were saying, in front of Fred, and they were saying that there was two cops on scene when Dawn got there, right?
Dawn was home when the first two cops arrived.
Yeah. Well, now, they're trying to say, well, we'll just have to see for sure. Who knows what the real truth is about that hater channel, but that's interesting. It still doesn't prove he wasn't on the road earlier. You know what I mean? I agree, Lucky Lou. It's sad. Gosh, they would be freaking completely freaking jealous of you. Huh?
Dawn said they arrived at the same time back in the holler.
What did you say? You said that they ran. Yeah, that.
I said that Dawn and Andy both said that they arrived at the same time back in the holler.
Yeah.
When someone went missing.
Yeah, so that's Fred's just going by they said that they arrived at the same time, and then he's going by what he overheard the law enforcement's talking about because.
I asked the two officers who was the first two on scene, and they was one that said that.
And I
was standing there. That was when we called the bone things in.
And they had said also that they were there before Dawn got there?
No, they said that Dawn was there when they pulled up. Said Dawn, Grandis.
Oh, they said Dawn was there?
Was that on the
hill?
I
thought you were saying that the cops were there first.
No, they said that Dawn was already there. They said Dawn, Candace, Grandis, and the boys was there when they pulled up. Because they was the Forensics was a question of two officers. How was their demeanor and stuff? Each one.
Wow. Hey, Ray Ray. Well, that's interesting. If that so, she had so. Oh wait, somebody sent me a Cashapp and I didn't even see it till now. Aw. Thank you, Ain't B. She said, I wish I could give you more. That's so sweet. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. And Merry Christmas to everybody. And we really appreciate you guys. And you guys can ask us anything.
I paid Chad to go haul the dirt from the grave to access dirt.
Yeah.
When Mom passed and when the grave was filled in.
Right. Well, don't be afraid to ask anything about anything that was brought up last night that you truly want clarity about or that concerns you, because we don't want to watch that. I mean, Fred watched a little bit of it, but he was just laughing and saying, I was like, dude, turn that off. I don't want to even hear like that a little bit, you know? I can't stand her voice. It sounds so hateful and evil. It sounds like the devil incarnate. It's horrible. You know? Like, it's so hateful.
And the reason Karen's going after Chad's because Chad's one that's seen her oldest son coming out of the 165 and somebody been in the safe. That's the only reason Karen's going after Chad, saying shit.
Yeah. Karen's just a little jealous baby. She's a crybaby. She's always been jealous because, you know, she was the baby, and then here comes Fred to steal her freaking attention. And ever since then, it's always been like she'd always like. Julie said she'd always have to watch Fred like carefully because Karen was always trying to like hurt him and stuff, like was mean to him. It's like I'm serious. This is how evil this freaking lunatic is. There's 3 years between each of them. Julie's the oldest, Karen's the middle, Fred's the youngest. Exactly. Hey, Aunt B, thank you so much. That was really sweet of you. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you around for a while. People get, you know, they don't want it. The negativity is just old, especially when it's pure hate at this point. And it's really disheartening to see it won't stop. She's gonna keep going and going and going until, like she said, supposedly somebody told me that she said she's gonna keep going until I stop talking about Summer. Are you okay? Yeah, sure you will. Sure you will. Sure, because you freaking follow me over to my tarot channel when I'll be doing readings for just a random person, and you're freaking rewatching it. Like, that's your life? Watching other people's readings and talking shit, like everything's negative. How do you live? Like, your blood pressure must be through the roof. How do you live? Like, I can't imagine having that much hate inside of me. Like, that must be terrible to live with. Like, because she does not miss, according to her Jason, or what's his name, James, her ex or her boyfriend, whatever he is, like, she could not miss a stream of mine, and it caused like a lot of problems because she was obsessed. Like, she could not miss like any of my streams. Like, she would sit there and watch it while I'm live, and then rewatch it while she's reviewing it on her channel, is what he said. That Chris said Don drove past the cops and went to the shed. Don did say something about claiming that he went to the shed first. Right, sunshine. Hey, Eve. It's good to see you. Yova, I let it be. It's not. I'm not mad at you, but there's nothing I'm doing. I'm trying to. Are you serious? That's all I do is try to let it be. Like try to leave us alone, but like that's all I keep saying. Would she leave us alone? Leave us alone. I keep warning and warning and warning. It's like she's forcing me to prove her character and the person she is. I don't do stream after stream after stream. They follow me. Yova, I can't, you know what I mean? Like they follow me. Like she couldn't play my other stream, so she goes over to my tarot channel last night to stream. I mean, she follows me everywhere. So I wish it was just really that easy because do you see Fred going on panels like just to sit here and just talk shit about his sister? That's is Karen really wait, I want to know if that is really his sister. What was that your sister? Did you hear her voice? Was that your sister? It was on the panel?
It kind of sounded like Karen in ways. I mean, it sounded like she's under the influence. But
yeah, she's an alcoholic. She had a bad alcohol problem, and Fred said it sounded like she's been drinking again. I'm sure it was her. Fred never ever said also like try to say she try to come up with some bullshit that why she committed fraud and didn't put Fred or Julie down as a sibling, as an heir. Her supposedly, from what I'm hearing, you guys are saying her excuse is that Fred disinherited himself when he said he had a different dad. When did he ever say he had a different dad? The only thing that's ever been said is that you have a different dad, Karen. You've always tried to, your whole life, separate yourself from the family. Now all of a sudden you want to act like like you're just the number one, just the best child ever. When you were the one that said you wanted to be the first to throw dirt on their face when they were buried. Then to hear that you were the one that was with both of them when they passed in the hospital, you were the only one there? Pretty weird. You have a lot of people pass away around you. His dad is supposed to be Clarence. Oh my God. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? sorry. Your dad is supposed to be Clarence, is what she said.
Supposedly he is. That's what Mom told me.
No, your dad.
I know. That's what I'm saying. My dad is supposed to be Clarence, actually.
I thought her.
Julie belongs to Dad.
Huh?
Julie belongs to Mom.
I thought that she was a different dad. I thought you said she had a different dad.
Wait, Mom talked before she passed and stuff. She talked like Julie belonged to her dad, or Ronald, and I was supposed to belong to Clarence, and Karen was supposed to. I'm trying to think what Morlock. He's like Morlock to me.
Oh, so you guys all have different dads, supposedly?
That's what Mom was saying that before she passed.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry. See, it's good to get it from him because I get the stories mixed up on that. So I apologize. So, okay. So it's so it'd be basic, not just her, but also you too.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Mom said. I don't know if Mom was in her right mind.
But it was on her deathbed. And, or basically when she was close to the end of her life and she was loose, so Fred doesn't know how to take it, but she was saying, Fred just said that she's mentioned that supposedly Clarence was Fred's dad. Supposedly a Morlock was really Kieran's dad. And then supposedly Ronald Hill was actually Julie's dad. Is what she said, but there's yeah, right. Yeah, he's on the birth certificate and stuff. So you have to do it legally. You can't just Karen's not the one that gets the end all be all decider, If anybody, if that were true, what she said by somebody having him having a different dad, then everything would go to Julie. Then,
I mean, if it's the case, Julie would be entitled to it before me and her would.
I know exactly. That's what I was just saying. It's like, yeah. You okay? Are you okay? Oh, you have a headache or something? It would have to be proven. She can't just say that. Yeah, especially if Fred's father's listed on his birth certificate. He is. I have it right in this room, and I'm not gonna dig for it, but she knows that. And yeah, he's probably going to be listed on her birth certificate too. So, just the point is, they were all legally, but all three, it wasn't supposed to be touched until, huh?
Yeah, Ronald's on all of her birth certificates.
Yeah. Clarence is Ronald's brother. Was he a twin, or one of them was a
brother?
Clarence is a twin?
No, not a twin. He's my dad's brother.
But which one was a twin? Wait, Ronald was supposed to be.
Dad had a twin that passed away when he was.
Yeah. Right, buddy. Okay. So this, like I said, this would be the last time. I'm not going to be addressing them anymore.
Let's see, Clarence's wife was how Dad ended up getting a loan through the bank and stuff at U.S. Bank.
Fred Jr. Hill, November 11th, 1976 at 10. You're born at like 10, close to 10 p.m. That has your.
I was born in Hawkins County.
Yeah, look, it says 10 p.m. almost 9:58 p.m. So if anybody's wanting to pull up his chart or anything, it's 9:58 p.m. November 11th, 1976, and he was born in Hawkins County, Rogersville, Hawkins County Memorial Hospital, and the mother, Evelyn, she has no middle name, Crawford, and she was 22. Let's see, so at the time, she was young, so she would have been the guy being young when they met too. But that's how they did things back then. 11/13/1976. So yeah, Ronald Fred Hill. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna keep addressing them because it's a waste of time. We need to focus, like people are saying, it has nothing to do with summer. It's not anything productive at all. It's not like, she's kind of late to the party. Here we are 3.5 years later. You know what I mean? It's not as interesting anymore. Sorry, 6up, you're not going to be able to freaking grift off me the rest of your fucking life, you loser. It's funny, like, oh, I'm such a grifter, I'm such a scammer, but that's how you make your money is off of me. Like watching every single thing I do. The person that raised them was Ronald. You know what I mean? If they do have all different dads, Ronald raised them all, and just like somebody said, let's say somebody wanted to, even if you wanted to contest, somebody want to contest it or whatever, or let's say, or if Karen thinks that she can just decide because she's God, I guess. No, you have to do it legally, Karen. You shouldn't have to freaking file false, fraudulent paperwork. If you have to do that, then something's wrong. You shouldn't have ever had to have done that in a sneaky way. Ever. And don't let her like con you guys into trying to think or have us actually believe that she has a check just sitting there for Fred that she just is not going to give him, that she's going to just use for toilet paper. That's just how evil she is. But that's what she wants us to believe. When we just saw the kind of fraud she pulls, I have it on community wall. Do you guys actually think she wouldn't sign that check and cash it herself? She's done straight up stupid shit in her own name and her son's name. I know she had to, just like Fred was saying with that truck, the truck incident and shit, that shit she pulled with that. She committed a crime with that too, because she had to have forged signatures with that as well. I don't know how many times she would have had to have forged so many signatures in the past year. She's just mad because Fred ended up not signing over power of attorney. Maybe Fred was concerned. I mean, that Laura would just, not send his money and stuff. Like, it was a valid concern. Like, when people are using, would definitely. I'm glad he didn't end up doing that because Karen just loves to come around and butter people up when money is involved. I will, but I can also go see who's all connected to my.
Mostly because Laura just went to jail too.
Yeah, Laura was in jail too. That's right, and you didn't. That's right. Laura went to jail, so he needed somebody. He didn't have. Like, think about it. Who else are you gonna get? One of the people, like his druggy friends, to freaking do it. Karen was a bad choice already, but you couldn't. He was trying to get a hold of Julie, and like Julie is the trustworthy one of the sisters. So that's going to be first choice. Came from a family of lawyers and judges. I talked to them, and oh yeah, I read your email. They said Fred needs to get an attorney ASAP. She is in very serious trouble. Yep. So you showed him that document? She knows that she's in serious trouble, and now she's just making more and more stupid mistakes because she's panicking. But she's the one bringing attention to herself by going on these channels that she knows is just there to try to make me and Fred look bad or try to harm, ruin us in some way. That's the whole goal. It's harassment. And she knows that, but that's the channel she decides to go on. But yeah, she knows she's panicking. She's up. She's scared that but it's all shit she's done herself. If we had the money to get a lawyer, she knows she would be fucking screwed. And no, I'm not going to collect for one on here either. So I don't want to hear the haters freaking start like saying I'm insinuating for that. But if there's a lawyer who is listening that would like to take our case pro bono, you can get a hold of me. Because these people are totally trying to take advantage of me and Fred and walk all over us and try to ruin us in any way they can. And it's not going to stop. They just keep doing it, one-upping themselves so they can get a reaction. Oh, there's a few people that we could definitely get for slander. Or is it slander or defamation? Which one? What's the right? I think it's called slander. Let me see. Does this flashlight have battery in it? Oh, we're going to need to get a battery. The mark of dog urine detection? What? Okay, let me see. Oh, wait, I probably have some batteries here. It's AAA. I have a little UV flashlight. What time is it? I guess me and Fred, I'll go with Fred probably down to... Here we go. I have some batteries. Yay! AAA. Okay. I don't know which way I put the battery in. It didn't say. I'm trying to remember which ways. I think they were also mad because I didn't want to do the things that they did. Like I stopped a lot because of like things they were doing. Like Oh, okay. Hold on. Found it. And oh wait, it needs 3 batteries. Found it, and then this one. Dang. 3 batteries. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wait. Okay, so that's minus, plus. Okay. And it says to go in like that, and to. Oh, yay! Thank you. You want to go to DG with me or not? Oh, it's probably pretty cold outside, huh? You don't want to? Somebody said you need to contact whatever attorney is over the estate. If she is withholding money, she is breaking the law. Mm-hmm. I'm reading some messages. Mm-hmm. Yep. Sorry. I was just reading some messages. Yeah, I know that. Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys. But yeah, our address is out there. It's been doxed by Six Up, and I'm sure several times, and I'm sure they know exactly if she has anything that Fred needs, or that is his. She knows how to get it to him. So it's all everything's being done just to hurt us. And if people don't see that, then I don't know what to tell them. It's so obvious. And Tiffany Marie was in here earlier and said that she's going to go over the live stream. So that should be interesting. I might go in during that live. And if she, has questions or something, like I told her I might go on panel. I don't know. I offered just to, but I don't know. I know I'm really not wanting to listen to even hear it, because I'm telling you that I can't stand her voice. It sounds like a demon. It straight up sounds like a demon. So I can't listen to it. It like irritates my soul. Like I think she's from I think she's like a devil, like the demon. I think she's buddies with Satan. Whoever the lawyer was that wrote up the estate papers or acted for his parents must talk to Fred. Fred has to locate that lawyer. Well, I know this. I know Karen brags about having a lawyer that will help her do everything. She has a lawyer that was over her ex-husband who passed, his situation with the insurance and stuff, that she got $375,000 with his mysterious death. And then another one, Kenny Thompson, he just ends up dead too, and he was threatening to expose her for her ex-husband's death, that she cashed in $375,000. Now he's just a goner. But anyways, I guess she had this lawyer who she used for her ex-husband, who she thinks is her buddy, and is going to get her out of all kinds of trouble with this estate and stuff. The same one that that's what she claims. She's got a lawyer that will help her with all of it. You know, when a lawyer is getting a big percentage, I mean, sometimes they'll do not so ethical things. So Karen's, she's one of those, she can't go down by herself. She's going to take everybody down with her. Even though it's her doing this bullshit. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. But like I said, I won't be talking about this again. I will not be giving these people attention day in and day out like they do me, and follow me everywhere and try to hurt me any way they can for reasons that don't make sense. It just does not make sense why somebody would want to waste their life, beyond the fact that the only thing that makes sense is she's benefiting financially, so. And it's great for me, because the more time is really on my side here, because the more that time goes by and the more shit that, the more rope we give them to hang themselves, the more it comes out. It just is so obvious. I don't need to say or do anything. I don't need to come on here every day and defend myself. I came on here this time to address it, so that if you guys had anything that you wanted cleared up that was said, that you're concerned about, or that bothered you. Besides that, I'm not, this was the one time. Besides that, I'm not going to keep going over and over it. Karen's late to the party. It was all done to hurt me and Fred. It took her being paid to even do it. Does that not tell anybody anything? Look at all these people that's been paid surrounding Summer Wells. Look at who the ones who have been paid. Like, they're all horrible people. Auntie Bernard, Marlena Crawford. Now we're going to add Fred Hill's sister to that list. I've never had any person that I have ever interviewed I've never offered money or had them even. I'm trying to think. The only one that was kind of even a little bit like that was maybe Kelly a little bit, I guess. Kelly Million. She, she wanted her stuff shared, but I don't know. That's what I want to know too, Candalee. That's exactly what I want to know. Why that somebody would do this right before Christmas and to purposely try to hurt her brother and hurt me. It's strategically done. I don't know. I guess you'll have to ask them. I don't understand. It really, and then it just doesn't. Everything that I've heard that's been said so far is stuff that she's already. It's nothing really, any type of new lies, really. Regurgitated lies. Another lawyer cannot change any wills, and if Fred does not reach out to the lawyer that wrote the wills, then yes, she can change everything, but the lawyer will have to They didn't have a will. And see, they did it too, like, she did this all too. She was hurrying and hoping it would all get finalized before Fred got out of jail. Like, she really was hoping Fred was going to stay in there, and she was going to make sure of it. Because of the fuck shit she was doing. She's trying to hide illegal stuff that she's done, and she thought that if Fred didn't get out of jail, then nobody would look into this stuff. Okay, guys. Well, I was gonna walk down to, I'm over here making keychains and stuff. I'm trying to figure out how to make it. For some reason, I made a Summer Wells ornament for my tree, and it turned out good, like the pictures in it. But now, like, I'm trying to figure out a way to, like, when I try to add picture into a keychain, it's like getting all these dark spots and stuff. And I watched YouTube on how to avoid that, but it's almost like it's making it worse. And then it's like completely ruined. I can't watch her. It makes me feel violent in my, yeah. Well, she said that Crystal, unfortunately, like, I don't know. I don't think she's quite mentally well. Sometimes I feel sorry for her. I mean, to be honest, because I'm like, I just don't think she's. But yeah, she comes up with some this crazy stuff in her head, and she'll start believing it. And it's very conspiracy theory type shit. So, all right, guys, I've been on for, I think, about 3 hours, and I think I've talked about this enough. You know what I mean? People, if they want to, I've sat here and waited to see if anybody had any questions. I know people are going to talk shit, but they're not going to come in here and ask questions because they just want to. They just want to hate. And that's, it's Christmas. It's supposed to be about family, love, children, happiness, homes, family. But we're going to encourage hate, right? Right before Christmas. That was just, that just perfectly sums it up. Perfectly sums up who 666 and obviously Karen is as a person. I'm sitting here trying to mind my own business and do cards and stuff like that and read cards for people, and then they follow me there. Knowing and seeing people in my chat knowing they're going to bring it up so that I will talk about it. Because she's so desperate to get me to address her. It's crazy, guys. But yeah, we need to be, it's Christmas time. Like, save the hate for a different date. I guess if you just have to be a horrible person, leave creators' children alone and not using them as your freaking for leverage for weapons. That's gross and disgusting. So, anyways, I'll go for now. Maybe I'll be back later. We'll see. Thank you guys so much to everybody who donated. Thank you, Crazy Mom, for I'm gonna get into this resin. And gonna make some keychains and stuff for my family. If I can figure out a good way to seal them in the resin without, I don't know. If anybody hears this and has a good way it works for them, like I tried coating the paper with a waterproof type glue type stuff, like I saw on YouTube, and it seemed to actually make it worse, in my opinion. Like I just put it straight into the resin for my Summer Wells ornament, and it didn't turn out bad at all. Like, and get like a bunch of dark and light spots. Here, I'll end it with this. I don't know. It's it looks yellowish because it's these gold things, they all sunk to the bottom. But this is, who it's supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be about anybody else. So anyways, guys, I'll talk to y'all later.